As long as you go
I'll
together.
activate the wall. No wall.
Going up.
One enemy remaining.
I got it.
Good job.
I
Okay,
knew
he's
this
picking
would
bonus.
be easy, but mine is good.
Let's go B.
Yoru went here twice in a row. Careful.
He can play here as well.
Let's keep it rolling.
We can do this. Placing sentry.
Enemy spotted B. Cutting through. Decoy.
Let's wait for the smoke and then I pop my wall. and
I
we
can
go.
pop flash. I can pop flash.
I can ult and gun.
Be ready.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go with the Phoenix up.
Dropping smoke.
Right backside.
Placing one enemy remaining.
Yeah, it's there.
There's
It's
one
there.
legs backside. Nice.
Nice.
Like clockwork.
Guys.
Don't be spending too many brain cells.
Someone
figuring
wants
them out.
sheriff.
Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
Never mind.
Yoru and Phoenix, can you guys go fake B?
Sure,
Yeah.
I can ult. I can ult.
And the rest, we go A. Slowly.
Turret out.
Hide in case they do a fade eye.
Yours here, close.
No, I got spotted actually.
Reloading.
There's two people here. I can see two people.
Okay.
Who's next?
Heads up.
Enemy spotted. Reloading.
You TP
Yours
on
eye
A.
already.
I think we go B.
Bot coming back. Alarm bot out. Dropping smokes.
Going up.
Turret out.
Reloading.
Wall
Anyway,
down
Phoenix.
zone.
Look sharp.
Target down.
30 seconds left.
Found them.
One behind, one
Alarm
behind.
bot down.
Last
Two.
player standing. Spike down B.
Can we default?
I reckon I'll take a kick
They have an
after
up.
this.
We need to know where
I've
it is.
earned it.
No, bro, I think we push B. We have like lots of
He has an up.
smokes.
He has an up. Plays here with an up.
We smoke everything. We just walk up behind the smoke. Also, we have
Flash close
flash.
for the
Hey.
and wait for the first shot.
Let me put the clone then.
Jump them.
Flash and wait for the blind shot.
Dropping smokes. Placing sentry.
Reloading.
Reload him.
Time to jump.
Oh, is he upstairs?
Spike down B.
Wall down, wall down, wall down.
Here. Have one of these.
Let's wait for my
If
wall
you
to
wanna play that,
recharge
if
and...
you wanna play that, go close the wall so he doesn't see you.
Wall up.
Enemy down. Turret
One flank.
destroyed.
Trying to
30
teleport.
seconds left.
Double's dead.
120 remain now. Get healed.
Cutting through.
Last player standing.
And now she has 0.
I got the
Spike
spike.
down B.
Yeah.
And I keep blinking. We need to punish that.
My ult is ready. Aye, where to?
Try A, I guess. Yeah, vote now.
They never
Get on
push
with
anything.
it.
Do they play mid?
Okay, great.
Let's die.
Target down.
Sentry.
Got hit.
I need to play up.
Reloading.
Can we rotate? Oh, no,
One is backside.
Swarm grenade out.
Reloading.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Time to jump.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Last
Wow.
player standing.
Oh.
That's one.
You have an up there, by the way.
Nah,
Main.
we're gonna want.
Main.
Outside of this game,
Yeah, it's probably best. now.
immortality doesn't have as many day-to-day benefits as you
We can go back to B. They don't have hope.
I have no
Yes.
as well.
Okay, I'm gonna put my wall up for you, but I'm gonna lurk this round.
Hit them when they're not looking.
Turn out.
B screen.
Time to jump. Reloading.
I'm waiting for you to come so I can also.
Come on, let's go.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
You know. We need space for it.
City.
Placing swarm
Spike
grenade.
down.
Clove is street.
Variable removed.
I didn't know I
I'll wall
had
up, I'll wall up so you can plant.
Reloading.
Placing alarm bot.
Okay.
Face your fear!
Reloading.
Love mid
Are they
and
both,
fake city.
both there?
Yes.
One enemy
One
remaining.
down.
That's
There can only be one hero.
Look them in the eyes when you kill them.
any job. The glitch. Any job counts.
Can we go away with my ult?
Sure.
I'll clear everything for you.
Try
and,
not to die. Cutting through.
Just
play mid
forget-
this
yeah,
one.
just run, just run.
I'll handle this.
No one close.
Placing sentry.
Jump.
There's this guy on site, on site, on site.
Barriers down. Reloading.
Spike down A.
I got the spike.
No peeking.
Spike's down.
Alarm bot out. No peeking.
Has a vandal.
Both backside?
Think so, yeah.
Placing that killed my bot. Swarm grenade out.
Flash. I have another one.
Swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
They're saving.
Saving. Good job.
Alright, lucky socks. Don't fail me now.
I'm doing 10. Their eco's a bit fucked, we can run in.
What? Say that again?
Their eco is a bit fucked.
Oh,
We can run in.
Maybe go B then.
I'm here to stay.
Where let's be.
Can we go contact? Oh, never mind, you made too much noise.
Turret out. Got
Drop
the
the
spike.
spike.
Decoy.
Reloading. Placing swarm grenade. Reloading. Swarm grenade out.
Behind, I need help. I'm 1 HP.
Reloading.
Here, catch.
Push this, kill this guy.
Careful now.
Fake teleport. Time to jump.
time. 30 seconds.
Reloading.
30 seconds left.
Let's just run B. Fuck it.
Here. Turret out. Medicine.
Planted.
Placing alarm bot. Killed my bot. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
It's not
Out
planted
of
for you, I
charges.
think.
Nothing.
Here.
Last player standing.
That's a kill.
Nice try.
My ult is ready. Find the weakest link. Kick him in the shin.
Nah, pass. Pass nothing.
I'm gonna do A split. We have globe ult. Just run in together. Or just A main. For Phoenix, you can get the orb and ult.
I
The
like
camera looks
the
darker than it
picture,
actually is,
Tiny.
but lights on, like, it's bright enough in the room. It's not like dark pictures in cam.
Placing sentry.
Reform is out. My ultimate's ready.
They're rotating already.
Dropping smokes.
Flash.
Have one of these. Reloading. Placing swarm grenade.
Art, two people, Art, careful club.
One more.
Fun. Back my time. Never left.
One enemy remaining.
I will
City,
back.
city.
I'm gonna bait for you.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen down.
Nice.
Nice one.
That was their best. Pathetic.
Please get a
Last
free.
round in the half.
Last round to use our creds and abilities.
At A4 last
Don't
half,
waste your
it did not
firepower.
go well.
Do the same, I'm gonna lurk again. They always rotate through here, so it's easy picks.
We've got a Phoenix for shooting, which is good. I haven't had one digit in a while.
Still have the Phoenix ult.
Yes, sir.
Last
Placing
round.
sentry.
Rotating already.
We can take with the Phoenix ult.
There's no
Leave.
next though.
I'll just go. Wait.
Make some noise, make some noise.
Adapt or die!
Mid one.
I hit him 3 times.
Bot coming back.
Nice. Fade and Vice what an A.
Go B.
And Glove.
Drop in a smoke.
I hit the Vice like 3 times with the classic.
Turret out.
Placing swarm grenade.
Planted.
Placing swarm grenade.
One straight.
One enemy remaining.
Is out.
Last.
Yeah, let's do it.
How much here, Paul? Probably 80.
Switching sides.
120, that's crazy.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I can't. Alarm bot out.
I'm hoping team shooting is still going to continue from this
Alarm bot
half.
out. Hello. Hello. Turret out. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Good try.
Good try. Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
I hit that one.
B step. I think it's Reyna.
Oh, nice, that chap.
I think she was alone. She's not alone.
Wait, where's my charger? Wait.
Two more.
Both.
Both B.
Right there, lab, my mouse is dead real quick. What's up, say?
Found them. Swarm grenade out.
Both. Fine. Charge.
Spike planted.
Euro's here.
Recalling my bot.
One enemy remaining.
Minus 50.
Main last.
Here.
Last player standing.
Nice, good job.
Don't interrupt my work.
I'm gonna go chat.
Zug
Actually, touch clutch.
step backs.
I can't play wide either, chat. So the fact that we managed to get that kill and also get my charge, like get my phone charge, get my mouse in charge just in time is actually insane.
Placing sentry.
That's enough time for me to go watch the match. My mouse is almost dead.
Placing swarm
Or had that
grenade.
to say.
Placing swarm grenade.
Vice flash.
Nice.
I pick up your
Move
Spike
mid.
down B.
It out.
I have spike.
One enemy remaining.
You can trust my bots. They only malfunctioned that one time, and honestly, she won't miss that finger. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Turret out.
I'll cut through. Back off.
Enemy spotted mid.
Fade out, eh?
Found them. Swarm grenade.
Fade out inside. A clove.
Turret down.
Spawning.
Spike planted.
Oh!
We play together, Killjoy.
Your flash.
Flash!
Close to you, close.
Enemy remaining.
Perfect accuracy.
Main. What's up? Last.
My ultimate ready. We good. We good.
Match point.
Come on, friends. We're so close, it's basically over.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Placing sentry.
Huge that one could be actually.
I love the sport.
Get open, eh? You're right on, eh?
Found them. Who's next? Swarm grenade out.
Enemy spotted.
Turret destroyed. Goodbye.
Get flowers.
You had your fun.
120 on Vice, 40 on Euro.
40 clove.
Over here. My old
One enemy remaining.
Wait, just you, bro. He's actually good. Wait,
Hit 40.
I think he has spike.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Flash!
They
They look like us, but are they us?
I need
Let me get
So
the
many
wire
questions.
out and go wireless for a minute.
Could I have a drop?
Thanks.
Could I have a drop?
Wait, they're not gonna.
Thanks.
Don't overthink it. That's my job. Placing alarm bomb. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Turret out.
Come on, let's go!
Enemy spotted mid.
No
Hands up.
peeking.
Someone's B. Here. Enemy here. Bunch
Two.
of guys B.
3.
Someone's B. Anyone else?
That should be all.
Bot coming back.
No peeking.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Decoy.
Spike down B.
1 for.
Sorry.
GG.
This was...
Defenders
Jeez.
win.
I'm done here.
I'm down 45 hour chat. It is Wiz. But yeah, it's now time for Sen versus EG. Obviously, I'm Team Sen. Maps are Haven, Pale, and Lotus. Surely we'll get a full jump. Good. Should be nice and easy.
Well, they can slink in to this very empty C side.
I see jump spotting. They've spotted Dulu. Let's keep an eye on them. Do rotations come through, or do they realize it's a red herring? Are they not interested? The dash away from Waylay, the smoke's out A as well.
And remember, Sentinels are going into the only gun that EG have in Ye's hands.
25?
30 seconds left.
Only 3 at the side here. Paranoia out, not connecting. Ye take a step back.
Is the thing though, Ye plays so fast, but now with their spirit coming in, we're only 20 seconds left on the clock.
Spike still not committed. Derek wide right on the ult. Pang not committing. The rolling thunder out. 13 seconds left. Spike still delayed. Keep close eye
How far behind is this stream? Yeah.
on the clock.
Seconds left.
Zekin holding the line, or at least attempting to. Spike finally sinking into the soil of the site. Attack in full control as Derek sucked in 1v4. Better late than never, I guess.
EG's defensive woes continue. I mean, that's an eco round. You're using a Hunter's Fury and the Breach. 2 ultimates invested to try and delay the spike from eventually going down. But even then, Ye falls. The only gun EG had.
Now he's shooting.
To play very passive.
Wait, what's John playing? He's on Breach.
And yet tries to play, you know,
Wait, they're completely comp. Last time they had double G list. So what comp are they using now?
And this isn't just a today thing. This is all 3 maps.
Neon, Cypher, Omen. Okay, they weren't using default one like no more and you normally wear. Or wear or use. Good ult from C-Bomb.
Really far up, and they'll find a vacancy site.
Ooh.
Okay. That's a little opener for Ye. Even gets the hat out too, so big information to be gathered, and evil geniuses can try to deal with Garage by pinching into the space.
John QT has his ult. He's gonna set the rolling thunder out.
Nice second.
The best of Ye. Now Garage is theirs. Keep a close eye on Nature though on the late flank.
Oh yeah.
Into Garage. This is so awkward. It's so disjointed, but they're expecting it narrate again for Sentinels. Massive value on the kill. It's just 2 left. Superman has the op, and you imagine he tries to save it here.
Just brilliant awareness from Narrate there.
Yep.
Lots of things going on with the fight into Link. Players wrapping him from mid as well. And sure, Super might be able to survive with this operator. But Sentinels call another brilliant post plant. They're continually getting very active in towards C-Link when they plant onto C. They've clearly prepared for how EG like to play this side of the map, which is very passive, right? Ye just spamming off his trips into Garage. It's a very solid game plan.
You tell for Sentinels there, no reason not to hunt that op. They have plenty of money. Zekin was one off of his ult, so yeah, go get him. And if you die, you'll have the pew-pews for the next round. And yes, Superman's able to hang on to it. But you're right, man. Sentinel's game plan has been, hey, we're going to disrupt this retake. We're not going to allow you to flood out. And it's been gorgeous for them so far.
And they've clearly realized that they can go late into the C side when they're getting challenged in A. That's where EG are going to be set up. Maybe they can get this operator onto an earlier line.
Is this the adjustment for EIC to start winning these fights? Just hand him the big stick. Not even going to get challenged.
Well, I think Sentinels are going to try to refight this anyways.
This is danger.
Wonder why that thing is here. It gets annoying me.
Flash, the drone there, the shot connects. Play with fire and it'll burn.
I think that's how we're trying to wait, honestly.
Interesting.
The drone there, the shot connects. Play with fire and it'll burn.
Interesting that EG are holding on to the A space. Sentinels reacting by going into B, but there's a double stack here.
And a forehead was spotted, so you see the rotation starting to come through. I see a mad dash to the opposite side of the map.
Wow. This is great calling from Sentinels. Again, pulling the C players into B only to go through Garage into C because they know that long camera is giving EG false info.
Now remember, they may be down numbers, but they do have guns. 2 ults to speak of as well. Zealous Israeli, that was the one I was interested in, but Boy, EG can't figure it out on defense, man.
It's funny, we talk so much about how Potter's never lost in VCT.
Sen?
This team is,
Hang on.
it's a little closer.
Okay,
John's
okay.
gonna
We're
clean
good, we're
up.
good.
Sen fans in the audience had no doubt on that one, but
I did.
you know, Potter's never lost to Kaplan in VCT. And yet, it feels to me like this is a complete difference in terms of game plan, right?
Yeah.
Every single C post plant has been the exact same thing. You've got this double wrap coming in from the B players of EG trying to pinch into Garage. And at the same time, Sentinels are fighting forward. Ever since the pistol round was exactly the same, but each one of these fights is going Sen's way. Their game plan is simply beating out EG's on the field of battle.
It certainly helps to have Narrate putting up the performance that he is. I think in this day and age of Valorant, it's easy to look at a team and look for the star, right? Who's the guy who's going to put the carry performances? And sometimes there are 2 or 3 even, but it's just interesting to watch a Sentinels team develop from the beginning of kickoff up until now. It really does take a village with them.
Yeah, sends a whole galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they made a Netflix show on it, 3-body problem, and it's Zekin, it's Bang, it's John. This game, Narrate and Zelsis too. EG have a whole slew of problems to deal with, and it's not going to get any easier on their A retakes, which have struggled this stage.
They do have guns here, and again, it's been real dry for them. They've got to find some sort of success, and that's certainly going to help.
Ooh.
Derek and Nature flooding out onto the side. Icy left on the
Good
opposite
retake from
side
the
of the
AG
turf for
boys.
now. Getting a little bit more active. Meanwhile, Nature not connecting onto the spam. 12 HP for the diffuser. Superman's going to hold it the whole way
Empty boys.
with no contest.
Good retake
One
from them though.
HP. Kind of reminds you of that 2G game that
I didn't even see that Melee went
EG on their
behind them.
defensive side in the second half.
Did Melee
started
go long,
slipping
or
away, but they had
she had
a
to
few
go
of
out
these,
pretty behind?
just moments where they're full sticking.
Either way, they had
defusers,
no
they
chips
put
or anything
smoke,
for
some
flank,
players
so-
playing off site are able to win out in
See.
the post plants. Here.
Yeah, well, let's
Give
be
me
flanking.
your concern levels, though, because while
Oh,
it was an
Derek.
excellent flood out from Derek Heaven, the diffuse only goes through because Nature doesn't hit the blind spam
Right.
of the smoke.
I do think EG are still winning that round. Icy's coming in on the flank to deal with that too. It would have gotten a lot messier, that's for sure though. I think the big thing for EG was comboing their dart, their paranoia with that drop out of heaven, which has been disjointed previously.
Interesting defensive adjustments here. We talked so much about Icy holding the A long line.
Yeah,
He's
well,
up garage here.
it's the pistol round, running that one back now though. After the early info into the A space, EG are gonna creep down into mid, see if they can spot out a lurk or anything.
I mean, surely this is all off of seeing that Icy's not here.
It's so classic. EG just gap sights consistently.
Yeah.
Again, trying to play an A retake. This time though, Derek has the ultimate, trying to assist with the flood.
You don't invest it here, do you? Drone doesn't even get a tag. You've got to wait for help.
You know, I
You
wouldn't want
eventually
that.
will, right? There's going to be the flank coming in from the waylay over this trip, but Narrate is playing in position to hear the jump up. He's going to break it anyways, but
14 and 5 for the Sova.
Wait, no, it's actually in a good
Can he make
spot.
it 15?
They're good, probably
Narrate on
clear.
the side. Here's that ulti.
Zelsis
They're gonna
is
clear
here
him.
to help down
If they
low.
clear him.
And there's the ult that you were mentioning. Icy playing the slowly. Meanwhile, Superman trying
Nice,
to play his way
boys.
out. Neri does finally.
They
Catch the
flawless.
trap, lying in wait.
Flawless.
As Derek is the last one standing. And brother, this is going to take a lot. Stunned, dashing at you.
Yep, flawless. Let's go,
Bang on the
boys.
swing. That's 4 for him. And
Fang got
8
flawless
for
skill.
Sentinels.
Bang's been mopping up these post plants. Just kind of farming EG right now. But it comes after one round where Icy goes for this flank, and immediately there's the adjustment calling in from Sentinels, right? Narrate guarding the flank. You even had Zelsis, I think, fell into long to plant Crossfire in case Narrate was ever going to die on that angle.
He don't tend to. Oh, God.
Nice, Sean. Let's go.
This has kind of become a habit of Evil
Don't look
Geniuses.
happy with again.
Potter
Quite
having
crazy.
called 2 timeouts on their defensive
once
half.
you wait,
This
Chip.
is fairly normal at this point.
I want to go
Yeah,
back through his
but
clips. Look
surely
great
that's not a
faces.
habit that
Oh, it doesn't feel good.
want.
You don't like this type of habit.
This is a bad habit. This is like biting your nails. You don't want to have to do this. You don't want to do this regularly. And Potter, again, has been put into a spot where you're burning both. You're down 6. This is tough.
I don't think EG can continue to get away with this idea of playing 4 players fighting really aggressively.
they have lock-
and then
like,
leaving
that
the
is
site
back in
open.
play.
Right now, Sentinels are spotting that out way too easily.
Nice one.
EG's retakes have not looked good enough. I think it's a lot harder too, working the waylay and not having a Jett to be able to smoke, drop out of heaven, or smoke dash into a site and just buy time. inside of the Cloudburst. It's moments like these where you see some compositional differences coming into play. You have a less powerful operator.
This game anyway, but
Rob Moore's running
it's
up
just
here,
a
handing us a
teamwork.
Cubert. Center taking over the building right now.
I mean, they've taken over Haven, that's for sure.
Well, we'll see. EG, they're going to fight 4 players into lobby again, throwing everything into this early fight. We'll see what they're able to do here.
A stun, a smoke, a flash, the full fight. Icy has a stinger. This is about as much of a Hail Mary as you're going to get. Celsius does fall though, and then look at the adaptation from Sentinels on the other side. They're going to try to accelerate elsewhere on the map.
Oh, but I like how Ye's sticking in Garage. Anticipating the pivot into this space. Ye could come up massively right now for EG if he takes a fight.
This is the passive play that you've been talking about.
If
the
Ye
entire
gets this.
half. Still one more trip that you have to reckon with.
Destroyed.
Now cleared. Feels like the timing window's gone.
There will be a 3-player flank coming in from EG. But again, if Sentinels realize this, they can fight back towards spawn. The spike won't be planted for them. And as a matter of fact, Bang has the opportunity to get a late rewrap going on these EG players.
And you wouldn't expect that, given where it's planted for, but they've got 3 members on site, and you're right. The crunch is coming through. Bang does not have a splash. Derek is already down.
Oh my god.
And now they're going to try to speed up. Bang's playing his timing perfectly, and there it is! Patience pays off!
Wait.
9
So what's that line then? You know what they chat? So it's said in his stream, but scrims are going well. Bro, he is not lying.
And it's been the story of Narrate and Bang. I mean, Narrate is 17-6 right now on the Sova. Every single post plant when EG are trying to crunch into him, he's fully aware of what's going down. I love the call. I mean, after you lose this opening player, that's just silly. But then this refight into Garage is what worked so well for Sentinels. It'd been so many of these fights into Link that just the slight wrinkle.
Yeah, good to chat. He's up,
Garage is beautiful.
Fake TP across, and that's enough to draw out the paranoia. Those little micro decisions are working so well for Sentinels.
Paranoia now to scout out the C site. Icy's got a Bucky in Garage. He's not going to be very useful here.
Well, stranger things have happened. Again, a vacant site. And again, retake simulator for Evil Geniuses. Oh dear. This is not going to get any better, is it? No,
it's going to get worse.
Zelsis. So bad. Gorgeous. From Zelsis, 2 HP, looking to connect on the ace. And can't, but...
Oh yeah, I get my stroke
doesn't
now.
get much more picture perfect than that.
Sentinels.
Just destruction out here. Yeah, Icy's trying to break the crosshair, but Zelsis may have just broken EG.
Dude, that aggro swing into Garage and then fighting too. Wait, does someone have a...
Please don't tend to!
Yeah, who's...
No, dude! It's headshot! Dude, God! Bro, I was 2 in the open.
He also had 2 HP, bro. that's a tough ass. A 10-2 half for Sentinels. We're going to throw it to a break. We will be right back.
Oof, stuck paying for that old
The
phone.
fact someone has a silencer, please don't tend to, and it's actually tend to, is actually insane.
You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 on us. That's a value of up to $1,600, only on Verizon.
Yeah, that's a real fortune teller, bro.
In 1851, during a regatta,
Queen
Victoria asked,
fine.
"Who goes first?" To which she was answered, "America, Your Majesty." And second,
Right. Let's do this chat. Let's do Daily Waddle. I'm done it. Let's do the Waddle while we wait. One of them what I like to start with is pizza. Okay. Hiker. I'll Wait. Oh, okay. Drippy? I think. Oh, we can't put P next. P is not in them. I don't notice them. What else? Drink. Yeah, I haven't done it in OK yet, so we've done K, but I guess the K is not in off depth position or that position, so we'll be. No. The match started now, but
A little bit of spam through that smoke.
yep, we'll come back to this next time out. Next time out we'll do it again.
Keep a close eye on that trip. No real way to punish off of it, but
Yeah.
a little info gathered.
A little bit later than usual, you see the fault line come through from EG. So that'll be back at 40 seconds. Still will leave some time, but Ye is the guy to watch on attack for EG. EG love to give him positions to lurk up.
He is a good spoiler. He's in garage right now.
There he is, inside window. But Sentinel's scouting has been perfect so far on the first half. They're not going to be fooled by these late lurks from Ye.
I don't know, he's a sneaky little bugger.
They might still get killed by him, but they shouldn't be fooled.
This part here is a little concerning, because you're right. You've got Ye who's inserted. You're kind of stalling out on A, though, waiting for that second dose of utility to come through. Now the dart is up.
There's still a stun to be able to delay. A paranoia with Bang here, too. There's 4 players now from Sentinels, and it's only now that Ye activates.
And he's going the wrong way.
But that's okay. He's calling the rotates to come back into C. No one is actually here with 20 seconds left. EG will still have time to plant the spike. It's about Zelsis finding this timing now into the mid space, and he barely misses out on nature.
Meanwhile, Ye was so far up, he was in spawn. Get second, yes.
left.
Traded back, though.
Hold on, Narrate's now pushed into A lobby too. But Icy's turned around and waiting. And he takes care of it.
Connects onto Narrate, a bullet between his eyes, the deep smoke back towards spawn. It's the lurk upon the lurk. Upon the lurk. Now, gunfire ensues in garage as Derek's able to get 2. John QT left in a 1v4, connects on the first, now stunned up and left to die, surely. 3 bullets left. Refreshes the clip. 2 members weak, but Superman's healthy.
And he's still worried about Icy wrapping him in from B. Icy's now posted into C long with the go. Should be no issues for EG now.
So what was so successful there?
That was, again, standard attack side round from Evil Geniuses. It's about Ye getting that insert, finding that lurk timing, and calling the rest of the team in towards C. Sentinels
The shot from Ye on 2 seconds actually insane.
Overthought that side hit because it was so delayed into the round. And I think those extra layers of lurks on lurks, being aware of Narrate coming in through A late as well.
I was here in the first half, so I don't.
Very nicely. And it's
I don't know if they got. If we won pistol, lost pistol earlier.
Especially on Haven, they have been solid.
But like the thing, we have not lost pistol, so that's fine. At least we got 5 pistols in the game.
We'll have to wait and see how
The series
that's
today.
gonna continue to be for them. Because you can't always get away with playing these slow rounds, especially once Sentinels speed up the pace like this.
There's not a lot of knowledge. Maybe you heard a little bit given where Ye was.
Yeah, I like Ye's angle here too.
My concern is that if he gets crunched, and there's a good chance he gets crunched, that's a gun upgraded.
And Supa just left the angle in A lobby too, so now he's really just the only guy here. Got a bit of a high-low to play with.
Bro, it's like the Void is calling him.
Here we go.
Gets it.
Hey, it's fine, we got one.
But damage dealt.
Not enough damage, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. I think if you're A here, you did everything they could have asked you for. I mean, you're in a what? A 1v3? You're able to
100%.
get 2. That's perfect out of Ye.
And they went for the right buy too, Evil Geniuses. They should be forcing up the next round, trying to keep this momentum going for the team.
Are we in for one of those silly games where we like 10-2, 10-2, and then
we could be. Next round is one that
Damn it, Zekin didn't have any. That's my tough now.
PG can win
I
next
was gonna say, if Zekin can kill 1, this would be a good half, but not good half, but like good round. Drop out 2 rifles.
But I think you're
That ain't happening.
Now is when the game really begins.
Exactly, and in terms of EG's,
They should have started spike now, to be honest.
came in with 4 guns. They
They should have
go
started
out with
spike.
4 guns. And they should be able to force up by a rifle for Ye, because Nature went for the save.
A right click. Oh, that's unlucky.
Neon still just seems really...
Bro landing right in his crosshair. That's actually unlucky.
Put Neon in the slow-mo, still moving at a normal speed for anyone else. Now, one of the things EG love to do on attack, they'll open up strong, usually into A or C space, and then they'll put a freeze on in the mid-rounds. I want to see how Sentinels approach that. Right now, just holding on to a ton of A lobby space. Forcing EG to walk in, deal with these Cypher trips outside of C.
One was cleared, the one back C. But there's still one up in garage.
Ooh, we didn't teleport out. Icy is in there.
Oh. Yeah, perfect lineup from Narrate.
He's insane. He's had a ridiculous map.
That's gonna fed a lot from EG now.
And it's been a little hot and cold.
That's gonna change how EG plays this round, Philly.
This is on fire.
Celsius is in a really good spot, pinging off of the cam. You know, it happens to everyone.
Sentinel's got a couple of big flanks going too. Narrate. Can't take your eyes off of him.
No,
but really,
nice.
you can't keep your eyes
John.
on either. Because John's gonna come in and clean up the rest of your team.
Good shit, boys. Good shit. Good shit.
Second was all the way up C long. They're playing the map in a very aggro pace on both sides, right? You think about their attack half and how they wanted to disrupt the retake. They were scaling into spawn on C a lot. Even on the defensive side, think about the pressure they've been able to apply in the re-reps garage, the re-reps down C long too.
Yeah, basically as soon as Narrate has those 2 kills front B, and they also hear the waylay going up into garage, it's like, oh, we have the push through.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you just box Evil Geniuses. There's no real way out.
Box them like a fish?
Yeah.
Very well handled there. 11-4 for Sentinels. Ults really, I mean, you've got Narrate who's close to his, 19 and 8 performance out of him.
Who I pray to.
Uh-oh, this fight on short. No! They've seen this play before, by the way. EG ran this same play versus 100 Thieves, and Cryo killed Supa in that same spot last week.
There's little things not going EG's way, the big things not going EG's way either. Numbers advantage here for the defense. And if what we saw in the previous round is any indication, you're already seeing Celsius get active down C long. Once they have a little advantage, they start to take everything else in the map away.
They know exactly how much space they can
Good damage on IC. Very cheap damage, but
forced off of trips in garage while the team is pushed away from the A site too. They're going to want to move back into him, but now he's given up his position by breaking it.
And that's such a dangerous call because, yes, you've got Ye who's late lurking and trying to insert, but that makes the A hit so much weaker because you've already lost a member in Superman.
No smokes either, so you really are banking on either over-rotates from Sentinels or Ye finding something here. Although, I mean, to be fair, getting 2 trips on your own, not bad in terms of...
I don't know why you trip that. Like, trip it like that. I know how you do it, but at the same time, just doing that trip is like, there's no difference, you know?
Ye's dead, Celsius is on the prowl, but he might be a little too late. They've got a lot of space on the site. Sentinels choosing not to push the pace, choosing to take a step back and wait.
Eyes on Zelsis.
Oh, wait.
To arrive, and they could not be a moment.
That's perfect. That is actually perfect.
Nature now dealt with Icy and Derek left alone in 2v3.
Alright, they should know, yep.
Harder.
Perfect retake, boys. Cruzy, welcome to stream, bro. How you doing?
This play just looks too easy for Sentinels. EG kind
Hope you're doing well, Cruzy. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated.
And then you even have like Bang clearing. They're so calm with it, right? Sees the shoulder. Oh, quick little step.
Perfect retake from the boys.
Instant kills for him.
Loki, thank you for the follow as well.
One enemy remaining.
That kind of felt like the last chance for Evil Geniuses here.
Yeah, I agree.
Appreciate Cruzy. I don't really do TikTok that much, to be honest. It's very rare that I do TikTok. I mostly do YouTube at the moment. And a bit of Twitch.
Potentially, it might be Sentinels that are going to be trying something, going down C long.
5-man A. 3-man down C. Okay.
But it is still Zekin.
I'm in one way.
The fault line out. It's a full crunch C. No one's home.
Okay.
This puts so much pressure on EG. They need to take some space into mid. See if they
I see what Sin tried doing.
for the time being. But already there's some repositions coming in. Sentinels trying to react to this hit.
Okay.
Position doesn't have a stun up yet. Won't for about 10 more seconds.
I won't lie. I appreciate EG trying this comp with Waylay, but I think this map is more made for like the Raze, Jett, Neon. Like Waylay and Jett, there's not much difference between them, but just I don't know. Waylay's not it for this map. A second.
With welcome arms, the second fight going through, going the way of EG. Superman on top, the paranoia now.
Nice, Zels.
Back
Wait, it's actually with Zen, bro. They actually are playing retakes so perfectly. I say that and we almost lost it. Let's fucking go, Jett. Let's go, Sen. Right, let me put that on second monitor. Let's go back to my waddle. Bruh, no, it's no D or N.
How many kills he had? We'll check here. 21 to 9. Yeah. Thing 2 had a corner 17 and 7. It was all those post plants. Really, was Sentinels on the attacking side. Yeah. Had an answer to every single idea EG was trying, and they were shooting on top of that too.
Crime. It's no E. But I want to see the C or M in it. There ain't. What should it be then?
From like way back in week 1, so who knows what they have in store.
Yeah, that was their opening match versus last
Rare.
it was. They've got to bring in some new ideas because yeah,
If
Sentinels prep has anything to show, you're not going to be challenging on maps where Sentinels have done the
Bruh, no, it's no N.
leave some better options, opportunities for EG.
Evil Geniuses is yet to take
Break.
a map off of an American team this year.
No.
The success that they haven't found has been against the Brazilians, and unfortunately, gotta mention.
I think Jett. Anyone know?
Getting the best of Kaplan is gone.
Anyone know what Jett's waddle could be?
On the other side of this break, stay tuned.
Ring. That's worth a try. It was krill. Wait, what's krill mean? Wait. A small shrimp-like planktonic crustacean of open seas is eaten by a number of animals. Oh, okay. Not bad, not bad. Gotcha. Hold on, let me... Yeah, let's see some more Wilder chat whilst we wait for the match.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Wings. How do we... I gotta pay for that. How about now? You're good, bro. Let me touch up Waddle Unlimited. Let's do more, chap. What watch you start with, chat? Oh my god. What watch you start with, chat? Let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, give me those ads. Let's try. Also, I suppose I can't. There. Let's try Hope. Hopes. There's an E. Heroes. Appreciate it, Crazy. I can't believe you watch this. Yeah, let me try 3. See if there's any more E's. This is Tito. Epa. Detro. Metro.
Here are the coach of Sentinels, Kaplan.
Met.
Dominant stolen map pick on behalf of Sentinels. Talk to me about this indecisive.
I bet you come back, Crazy. I feel like to go see you today. Met. Oh, wait,
How is it indecisiveness looking today? Are we looking decisive?
Yeah, the indecisiveness is non-existent. We're looking very decisive. I think confidence is a really big part of this game. It's definitely our biggest issue as a team. Sometimes we just get a little excited. We get a little ahead of ourselves. Hey, let's work on some other things. You know, today was a reminder. That's really all that matters. Let's just hone in on that, and everything else will fall into place.
Well, best luck in your map pick, Pearl.
Thank you.
Welcome back, folks. On the other side of that first map of the series,
Whilst we wait,
drubbing a
let's go meet Sheem. Right, back to this. Met. I don't know. Let's try this. Met. Dot. No, that's nothing I ever find. What do you think, Joe? What do you think? Met. No. We got it. Let's go. I literally could not think then. Wait, what's the next map?
side was the disruption.
Wait, what's the maps? I'll have a child points, so 2 child points in it. Oh, screw it, to be sent. It's Pell. Okay, Sen definitely wins this. Paying all my child points in it. 18,100. And then add an extra. There you go. Well, we put 18,000 child points on 10. Let's do the next one. Let's try. Solid. Oh, got a showy. Ropes. Okay. Goons. Bow. No. Boat. I think we did for the last one. Boat's in it we can do. BO, okay. Bomber. Let's see. It's not double O. Body. Boats. BO. I don't know, John. Put pizza. What was it? Bobby. Bruh. I will not go think of that in a million years. James. Armies. Let's try metal, because I don't know. I don't know what A is now. Let's do Valorant, because Valorant always. Valorant is one of the actors. Name is Billy. Ah, shit. I actually don't know this one. Cascade or Satire? Saturate? Isn't Cascade the orb? So it's Saturate? It's Cascade. And it belongs to Harbor. It's not his orb. Is his Cascade the one where he pushes it as his main one, or is it the one he created? I think let's see. Oh, let's go see. There are your maps. Best. Hello? Is it one of the deathmatch maps? Glitch. What is this? It's not even. I think. Is this bit of hitch what's throwing me off? Like, it's how it's like a darkish water, and then it's like you got a building there, and it ain't abyss, so that's how I'm throwing off. District. Split. Oh, we're looking at background over here. Good night. Ghost. Frenzy. Classic. I spelled classic wrong. Let's be honest. Operator. Oh wait. Oh shit. It's gonna be an ability. I don't know this ability. I'm just gonna try throwing random stuff up. So we know how far it goes now. We don't know. I don't know, I give up. Let's look at what about.
Or end or what? I've kind of lost the plot on the bit here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
An Iron made this. Olivia him up there, literally.
Evil geniuses. I don't think it matters. You know what? Honestly, you're probably right. Unfortunately, you're probably
Like, that's such a weird image, like dark water car vibe, and then you get a building. If anything, that should have been Abyss. But the fact that aiming that far out on the map to get that spit for split is so weird. Like, I played Team Deathmatch, but not a lot. And I was like, wait, if that's not Abyss, then it has to be a Team Deathmatch map. Because I know most Team Deathmatches combine like 2 maps together. Like, District is Fracture and Split combined, you know? Jett, Vice, you, Astra. Okay, that comp ain't that bad. That works appeal. Double Duels I'm not the biggest fan of though.
And I feel like that's kind of a necessity on this map at this point. Playing the Yoru, obviously the map is super large.
Okay.
The teleport is great, but especially when
I don't know. Double Duelist for Peril, it does work, but I don't know. I don't think EG's Double Duelist is it. You know, Peril definitely my second guess for that one though. It's just because of building, like, I recognize Peril a lot. So I can tell if it's like Peril or not. But after it wasn't Abyss, like, Peril was like my next thing.
Sub 50% win rate for them on the defensive side, but I do think that will be easier. I think both the Yoru and Jett are great at finding early fights, putting off in the hands of Icy on that Jett is going to be a very
Certain defense or attack, I wasn't paying attention. Defense. Then I have a bit. I think Sen's defense is much like 50-50.
They are starting off on attack here, so we'll have conversations around.
I feel like if EG put Neon instead of Jett, then this comp could be better.
On the attack, Jett and Tejo side by side. Spike not even in tow right now.
Yeah, just trying to scout out the situation, see maybe where that Vise is going to end up being. They're taking a bit of their sweet time.
Well, what's the rush?
I mean, I think one of the big things here different between the Jett versus like the Neon in these double duelist comps is you have less effective actual side execs. The neon wall to set up Yoru TPs, the stun, of course, be very good.
And then the dash with the slide. Of
Exactly, to even catch up with your teammate on the Yoru is pretty effective. These Jett comps usually play a little bit slower. Actually, that looks like Ye's Phoenix.
That stuck was a bit too. Ooh, okay, imagine.
Delayed as long as possible. Narrate's got a really good
Now it's very.
And now this pinch coming into B. Sen tried to fight forward.
Okay, at least they got nature low.
Superman on the trade though, still feeling the walls closing in.
Oh, second's not in a good spot.
From pillar to post off the flash, the swing is there. Zekin gets another.
Common Celsius.
Now Nature's got 12 HP, still strikes onto the duelist.
This is awkward though. 25 seconds left into the round. That spike still has to be.
They haven't got time to rotate to A, so if Celsius plays it right, he'll have this half or like this round.
15 seconds.
Can he hold the line? Celsius in a 1vx situation. He might catch a timing here. Position now given away. He's gonna have to push the pace on this. He's got Nature close.
Zeus.
Delivers for Sen City. There's just no way. There is no way he's pulling
Bro,
that off.
that is twice Celsius have won a pistol clutch on Pell. Last week against 100 Thieves. This week against EG. Nah, that's enough. Freaking 13-2. 13-2, easy shit. Sen ain't losing. Oh, that guy in the pillar played that perfectly. What, the Euro? If so, then Zekin, yeah. Zekin played it perfectly. Until he got shot from behind, but obviously it happens.
He was saying they're struggling. Is what he said. That S at the beginning was
Wait, what did know it say?
all 5 of you.
Dude, you don't gotta run PR for him. Like he said what he said.
No shot at Zekin.
Listen, it's a family-friendly show, man. Wow.
I feel like if you get it up when you smoked off, you give yourself like a dead giveaway on where you are. Like you gotta be like what, 1 meter, 2 meters off the orb. And like when you're like a pro, or like when you actually have to like learn the maps, you kind of get like. For me, chat, when I go into my games, like most maps I see, like are the same ones every day. But like I get to the point where I memorize where the orbs are, I memorize where the boxes are. I'm at a point now where I don't actually have to look at it. I can just visualize where it is. And like I can kind of see where someone's at, you know. Like I got a built-in X-Pick, I think, you know.
Was there to pick him up from that player who was struggling backstage in tears with his own performance to that.
Yeah, Zekin. Zekin plays everything very well. Zekin has like good like game like positioning. That's why I like Zekin.
Now EG, they're gonna have a bye, bouncing back here in round 3. See what they're able to do. And really, my question is,
Okay, we have 4 man in B. Leaving Celsius on A. AG is for hard pushing towards A as well.
Versus running some execs, especially towards the A site. Jett can be pretty effective there, getting past some of this Vi's util.
Also, chat, let me know if you need the game audio time be turned up or not. If it's too quiet, let me know.
Yeah, and also the delayed recall.
I still want the stream to be like louder than my voice, you know.
They're so far up, they're gonna know what's on the other side of this.
Wait, if they can kill Superman, that's perfect. That's actually gonna be a huge round now. Because now EG has no smokes. They got so much space there to clear now. They got clear dugout, they got clear flowers. Like, they have to have a constant lookout, you know? Like, Sen can now peek this without any util. All we're gonna do is peek and hold.
The one benefit is that EG do have the gun advantage.
Okay, we'll wait on that.
Icy starting to come alive a little bit here as Celsius is dancing around. The Flash is trying to stay alive, cannot at the hands of Ye.
Oh. It's fine anyway, bonus. 2 people left. Bang, narrate. Come on, boys. The X100 Feast player and a freaky white boy. Let's go. Easy. That work. Oh, unlucky.
He's going to find 3 on the round. Even just getting towards that early dimensional drift is a big deal on the Yoru.
Nice, narrate.
Now 1 pip off of that for the next round.
If narrate can kill Icy, then that's going to be huge. But it looks like we're saving. Which is fun. It's a good bonus. We dropped out 2 rifles from Ye and Superman. Or Superman, whatever. That's good.
I'd like to issue a formal apology.
I think your concerns were well placed in that scenario because you're right. There was still a ton of ice util. The rotations were already coming through. I think if that was equal footing as far as guns go, I don't know that goes the way it did.
I do wonder if Sentinels are going to run more of these like early active looks. Like right there, okay, Soup is in a tough position. He's getting blasted away by the Teho util. But like you can get active into mid, into a main space as well. And if EG keep trying to play these slower rounds, it's going to be hard for them to speed up into the other side because of the Vise util.
Seeing a different look here from Zelsis. A lot of the util setup B, pretty standard setup.
Ooh, it looked like Ye for a second was just going to have the shorty in play for the ult, but got a last second buy. Phantom tossed over to him.
Uh-oh. Icy in trouble. Is their health. But they don't pursue. They just get the orb in Zekin's hands. Also one off of his ult.
Very early Teho drone used into art. I think because Sentinels showed a few players over into A, we're worried about losing that space because their Vise util is completely over toward the B site. It's not such an easy round for Sen to play now.
I'm just going back.
The thing for them is they have control over the A main space. They're allowed to lose art control as long as they don't allow any pesky lurks coming down con. That's going to be John QT's job to lock that down on the Teho.
That's exactly where he is. Understanding where the gaps may be.
Let's see miss out timings. Okay, he got info now. He knows there's at least 2.
Yeah, gotta be a little careful from that position, especially with this 3-2 split coming in from EG now.
Manages to find safe passage though.
Yeah, it might be a bit just in play.
All the pressure's on Bank. Trying to dance around his utility.
Nice, Zelsis.
He swings out at just the right time. Spike now on the ground. The decay not connecting. As Zelsis falls.
Oh.
Wow. Will meet a similar fate at the
Nice, John.
Can the captain for Sentinels bring this one back? Stun in hand. Waiting for the right time.
He stumbled to throw it.
Not committing to it.
But time's getting low. Second.
10 seconds left now. The ult popped. Committing to the spike because
Second has no util to actually stop them.
how the defense has been split up. They've divided their attention.
Oh my god. Wait. There's no way. If Icy hits one bullet on both of them, I'm pretty sure they both die. Well, actually, no, John can take one more bullet. Nope, Zekin is just better. Let's fucking go, boys. So City, rise up, boys. Where's the fucking Sen haters now? Where the fuck is the Sen haters now? That's what I wanna know. The fact Zekin managed to turn around just in time to kill Icy is insane. Oh, I see. Yay. Wait, Ye's on you? I thought Ye was going to be on Senti. Damn. I guess Ye is one of the players. Like, if he is feeling himself, he does have the good aim he needs. Like, personally, chat, as a Sentinel, Initiator, and Duelist flex, you don't really need aim to be a Duelist. Like, you do and you don't, right? As long as you enter, as long as you clear space, as long as you gathered info when you're dashing in or satcheling in or TPing in, as long as you create space for your team, no one gives a shit about your aim.
I mean, you're picking the wrong site. They do have guns to fight back with, though. This is a lighter eco, 2 stingers, but rifles around it.
Good kill, Ye.
Ye continues to light up the kill feed.
It doesn't like that as well. But Sen's got this. Practically. Oh, it's looking a little bit rough. No util, flipping out the ult. 2 of the mid rifles. 2 classic, come on boys. Come on, Zelsis. 2 classics. Unlucky, unlucky. Is what it is.
Good little advert there for the EG Classic coming out of Derek. Couple kills there at the end of the round with both Vises popping the ultis. That was a really nice play. You called it during the round, right? Ye flashing through that little window over by Church. And that fight into backside from Nature, even with just a stinger in hand. It was that active look from EG that caught Sentinels off guard.
EG Classic Masterclass.
And it was actually just an advertisement.
Is this when we say buy the bundle? Is that what we do here?
That's usually what you do.
Wow.
Buy the bundle.
We've done our job.
Least committed pitch ever.
Icy pops the blades, has a shorty to play around. Also, Derek's one off of his ult. I'm surprised they're not trying to play around some of the orbs to get that ult online.
It's a little bit shocking. I'm honestly surprised with how slow EG are playing the rounds. They really think Sentinels are going to run some fight looks against them, or
some funny business,
or lose to boredom. You know, hey,
or that.
EG haven't shown let's do something, but really it's just eating 40 seconds off the clock. Sentinels still have a good space from Zekken over in main.
Hey, they don't. Yeah, what do they have? They have art.
I like Sen's idea of just like giving mid control always and just eating a minute off the clock every time.
Now you imagine they're going to speed up towards A. Bang and John has this. John has his.
I'm just getting a bit punished right now. They are getting a bit too aggressive, I'd say.
I wonder if he pops it early here.
But I feel like on this map, this map is like definitely attack sided. If you play it right. Oh my god.
They have nowhere to go. 3-4 in the hands of John.
John.
And Zelsis on the crunch. Ye's on the turn. Still a winnable situation for Evil Geniuses, despite all of that. Looks like a
John and Narrate played that so perfect. I don't know how they coordinated that.
Out of hands. Derek has to pull off this 1v3 on his own, and time is short. No way to.
I don't know how John and Narrate managed to coordinate the thing together.
That was crazy.
I don't know how they managed to coordinate throwing the Fade Seas. Like being like, oh yeah, keep throw it here or whatever. Like, did they pick? Wait.
Repositions and then goes for this jump. Okay.
Oh, I see how they done it. I never saw that eye, that's why.
But that is crazy. And then he gets.
There is definitely going to be a tweet about this on Sentinels account, guaranteed. You know what?
Display of utility there.
Let's look at the last tweets from Sentinels. After this round, let's see what tweets Sentinels have done.
Go a light buy for the attacking side. 2 stingers.
It's finally time to fight into this.
You know what I'm saying? They're definitely going to hit a silent trash talk somewhere.
60 in the last round.
Yeah, but not much more, to be honest.
Yeah, it's because Sentinels are always falling out of this space early.
Yeah.
Sort of inviting EG in and then bundling up backside A. Making it a real chore for EG to actually get back in there.
Ult in the hands of Derek. Remember in the previous map, they invested 2 ults in an eco
Come on, boys.
horribly. Do they choose to invest here?
If Sam wins this round, EG is going to definitely call out a timeout for the next round. Because next round, EG should have Vandals and Phantoms. So, logically, if you're down 2 rounds, well, that'd be 3 rounds, you should logically call out a timeout and figure out how you're going to win when you got rifles. Because having double duelist chat, you're supposed to be good at taking, like, sight, you know?
Ult now popped. Narrate's gotten it to half. I don't know. He will survive.
No, he got out 5 HP.
Already, it's gotten to half. And now the Cosmic Divide behind it. They can stick.
Wait, boys, get on off, get on off, get on off. Good shit. Right, there should be a timeout from EG coming out. If there isn't, I'm surprised.
The ult from Bang was perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna play a camps. It's gonna be a timeout.
Hey, that's really all you can say there. Sentinels countered off. EG trying to play off-site with the tail ult themselves.
It's been way too long. It has to be a timeout coming out.
Plenty of stall, but I think if EG wanted to play that round, they also need to throw their Astral Wall into the mix.
Wait, you're not doing timeout?
Cut down the sight lines when you got the stingers, right?
Yeah, or fight in front of the wall. I think the wall, I mean, it had already gotten to half too. They were very well set up.
That flash might be fucked up. It might not actually be where they wanted it to be.
Geniuses basically always playing this A-art split, scouting it out early on, but they haven't found any.
I think I know what he's trying to do with that flash, but I don't think he's in the right spot. I'm pretty sure if he pops that flash, it's going to blind his own teammates.
Jumps peeking down here. Right now it's Narrate, but previously
Let's get to get in the right spot then, Fez.
They need to put more pressure.
I mean, look at it back, so maybe.
Even pull this Tejo over so that they can get some kind of alert going down. Or you can just walk into a site and see if you want to fight.
Brother, there's so much utility on A. You can barely see it.
That's the thing, though. Because they see Zelsis A, that's actually big news for EG. Because Zelsis has been B site for the last 4 rounds in a row, I think.
And now they're rotating back, but it's not.
Zelsis normally goes on B.
No teleport setup for him to dodge away with right now, but
I think one thing what's ruined it or making it harder for EG is actually Zelda's placement. Whenever I watch him against 100 feet, so whenever I watch him go against any other team on this map, most of the defense he is typically on B side. So the fact he spent 4 out of 7 rounds so far on what do you call it? On B. I think he might have done 1 or 2 more on A. I don't know. But the fact he spent a lot of rounds on A is actually a shock. Okay, boys, now we're just being fun. We're whiffing a bit too hard. They got time. Looks like we're saving. Our eco is a bit fucked, so it does make sense. Alright, let's go ahead and look at these send tweets. Definitely something for us to look at. Something juicy. Yep, absolute cinema from John. We get a 3k. Does not include a narrate, is insane. Narrate is the only thing that match happened. Yep, put a masterclass. 5 guy could shoot.
Well, I think the hope now for EG should be, well, maybe they can start cycling their ults together.
American hardware.
More exec looks working for themselves.
Champ versus bosses.
Slow play. I mean, if Potter's going to call a timeout, you'd expect.
But whoever does these graphics are actually insane. Like, I think they tweeted about who does it before, but
now Ye's got dimensional drift. You got the Astro Wall too, so that can really simplify the rounds and often just turn it into post-plant situations.
Yeah, I can't imagine they make a change here on how they want to.
there might be a timeout here.
At least on the attacking side.
If anyone goes on timeout, I think Sen should put it around. Like, at that point, we're just peeking for unnecessary angles.
One run at a time, baby. You hear how quiet they are right now? You hear how quiet they are? Let's get this shit up.
Yeah, you've poked the bear.
Unleashed the beast.
I think Sen's getting a little bit too overexcited. Like, they're getting too energized for this. They need to chill out a little bit.
Doubled up in street. Because it's been so many passive looks now trying to catch EG off guard.
Wait a second, to know about the flash, what we said.
Zekken's ready with a flash, and you've got Narrate who's calling the go.
Unless someone break it. Unless someone break it. Someone break it and all.
You double walk out of street too.
Yeah, it's going to be a crunch across the middle of the map. There's going to be a lot here on Nature to hold the flat out from double doors.
Ooh, maybe EG read this though, with the drone in A main spotting nothing.
Or they just take the fight
out.
I like that. The flash to salvos through, kills traded. But Nature somehow, we call
1 for 2, that's not a good sign.
Deal with a lot of the aggression, and he does.
Sentinels now tripled up in street, A side open, B side open. But EG still have to find their way through this. Supa, the great kill for Evil Geniuses.
Doubled up, tripled up. Brother, what? How does, I mean, he handles that beautifully.
I'm gonna give it a bit of time, I'll be honest, chat.
I think even in some losses for EG, Nature has been very calm. Whether it's post-plant situation,
Lucky might go sleep after this game.
Tension being thrown his way on the defensive side.
It's not even midnight yet, and I'm getting tired, which is a shock.
More often than not. In a year where EG have been kind of struggling to find that consistent performer.
Okay.
They may have found it. The 2 remaining members on the side of Sentinels are they going to make a run at this? I mean, you've got the salvos you have to deal with. I don't really see a way in.
Yeah, Sen's money isn't too hot either.
No.
You're definitely going to want to keep these guns alive. Taking them out of EG's hands not so meaningful when you look at the numbers on the screen. So very good round from EG. They answer, and you think about it, how many times, okay, well
Nature ruined up.
You think about how many times EG slowed
That just ate shifts, he would have got that one.
And didn't end up finding anything because Sentinels were playing so passively. Finally, they're actually rewarded for that. Maybe see a little bit more of the method to it for EG.
How'd you say it earlier?
That's weird, automatically say.
Yeah,
just choosing to go.
Yeah, you sort of bore yourself to death.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make up a
Send time out. Yeah.
Why did we fight the mid?
Yeah,
they're
just
losing
waited?
the clock every round. What are we doing? No, I don't mind the look from Sentinels, right? After so many rounds doing the same thing, mixing it up, especially when it's like on a trap play like that, you're not overplaying your hand. Although, you did notice, right, that drone goes into A main after 40 seconds, and Sentinels do overfight. It no longer was the trap play, and that's where EG's protocols were put in place. How'd Kubert get from up here to back in the room with Cap?
I was casting with him at the beginning of the map. I don't really know.
Do you think Qbert could be cheating? Because like if he's watching from up here, he can see like what EG are doing every round, and then he can go back into the back room and give Cap that information. That's got to be a problem, Doug.
I think Hubert's much more concerned with being like a mental health, like a comfort help right now. Kaplan's clutching onto him as dearly as he can.
Yeah, I mean, look, you pet the Qbert, and all of a sudden a couple of round losses, you feel better if you're the coach. But I feel like you're discounting the brain behind Qbert. He's got a big head.
Okay, well all right.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Let's not make fun of
to be
Hubert.
clear.
See, now you've upset the crowd.
There's a lot of gray matter in there.
Look at what you've done. All right, what is the adjustment here? Zekin has his ult, light armor, and then a regen armor on Celsius. But they're investing into this.
Supa's not going to play in the corner again, right?
No, surely not, right? Right.
Let's pick John.
Right. Okay.
Well, this forces EG to accelerate into the site because Sentinels have a big flank working.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Narrate. Clothesline.
No, it just stays else alive by 1 second, bro. Which is, if you put 1 second, like, sooner or like later, would have been GG'd.
What in the world was that?
Narrate. And he ain't even. I was like, oh, who gives a shit? He's just scheduled 4K.
That he didn't leave his seat is more concerning than anything else.
You're welcome, Celsius. I saved your life, buddy.
The first kill is silliness. Here, 2 kills, and then, oh yeah, I see 2 bullets come at me through the smoke. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Come on, bro. Going, bye-bye, bye-bye. It's nothing, bro. Come on, stand up.
One can only wonder.
7 and 5.
Bro, Celsius need to get him standing up, bro.
Another quick fight.
Yeah, they're gonna try to continue to fight for this A main space, and EG have done a. Oh, he's back behind the pillar again.
This time it's only 1 guy running at him.
Surely you don't die the 3rd time here, right?
Superman's gonna die here, guaranteed.
Might not even come into play. Zekin's playing a little bit more reserved than previous.
But it depends if Zekin peaks enough.
If Prius misses that kill, we're gonna have a problem.
Can't call him out before it even happens. Give the man a chance.
A lot of A main pressure here from the attack. There's no art lurk or anything like that. They drop the Cosmic Divide.
Center up in front of the wall, though.
It's just
Hold on.
a couple. John's the first to fall. Bang on the swing, gets his 1, but that's all it's gonna be. Left to fight with lighter weaponry, and he cannot convert. Nature gets the spike down.
Superman's so far away from the fight, though. He's all the way back in their spawn.
Yeah. Concerned about a mid lurk, I guess. This fight here is big. Oh, Nature turned at just the wrong time. And all of a sudden, what looked like an impossible way to work back into the site has become a gaping wound.
Pulling them in.
And Sentinels are
Probably someone to right.
it hurt. Superman is going to arrive over at the site, but it's going to be too little too late.
Oh, they're all looking the wrong way, though.
He's gotten it to half. Now they know where he is. Position between
Nice.
time is short. The defuse comes through.
Good boys.
Sentinels get to 7.
One more round. One more round.
Even when
Make
the
it 8-4,
round
boys.
looks
Make
like
it
might be
4.
Going EG's way, right? The anchors from Sentinels.
Look at how
already
looking
so
Zekin
many
is. I
kills.
love it.
It doesn't matter. All the breaks just went Sen's way. Whether it's that fight into art where guys looking the wrong way, turns away, right when that swing comes in.
Bang getting 1, pushing ahead of the ult.
Man. And just solid in this post plant. Trying to spot out where that Astro is going to be coming in.
It's a 2nd timeout called from Potter again into the last round of the first half.
Really think we need it for 1 round, huh? The money's not good. It's 4 light armors for EG, a couple
Well, I'm gonna waste that
Guardians actually.
that time out.
No, and I think the bigger thing for me is no ults.
No ults.
So it's not like you've got like, okay, we've got a plan. We're gonna.
Chris Chat, does anyone actually think they're drinking Red Bull? Like, you got a mini fridge full of like maybe 10 cans there. Right. Do you think any coaches, any assistant coach would drink Red? Like, I know it's part of why it's sponsor. Here's the rule, Jet. When you're on stage, you either drink water or you have Red Bull, right? if you're not drinking Red Bull or water on stage, you must take the branding of the drink you're taking off the label. Like, if you're having a can of, like, I don't know, let's say Glitch, G Fuel, any product, right, what has a can variant or a bottle variant or shaker, you gotta put like either a Red Bull sticker around it to make it look like it's Red Bull, or you gotta take the label fully off. And like, you have to have the drink hidden fully, right? Like, it can't be, I don't know, it can't be like Glitch in a see-through cup. It has to be Glitch in like a takeaway cup, you know? But we can't actually see through it.
Oh, this is such a great setup for Sentinels.
So put a lot of clips where players are drinking stuff, like, or they like drinks, and it's probably in Red Bull. It's probably literally some other drink they like. Like Sentinels could be in Hopium when they had advanced GG or G Fuel.
Not pulling it there.
And look at how Sentinels retreat as well, right? They go all the way out here after they
Okay.
showed an A main at the start of the round. Because again, they have the
Yeah, he's dead. Bang and narrate is quite low. Well,
they can allow EG to plant spike.
Bang's 1 bullet, narrate's 2, 1.5.
EG, outside of some monster performances, can actually survive against these ults.
And the only monster on EG who's been alive in the server's dead.
They've needed Ye to find the openers. But Nature has had some highlight moments as well. He's the one getting active into backside.
Nature?
It is Nature going on the hunt with only 28 HP to his name.
Playing in the smoke. There's a nightfall.
Wait.
That's the first one used. They try to spam through.
Doesn't miss out of time and.
That's exactly what happens. Icy falls. 3 left on the side of the attack. Yeah, they've gotten the spike down, but this does not look like it's getting any better for Evil Geniuses. As Sentinels are in full control. Keep a close eye on the minimap though. Superman's gonna be on this very late flank.
But no one's got guns!
And yeah, you're right. He's gonna get tagged by the ult. Yes, he gets his kill on the narrate. What's going on there?
He's waiting for his gun. He's trying to stall as long as possible and have this insanely quick timing. 1 kill is all he can manage though.
3v3. Spike has been ticking for a little while here. We're getting down to crunch time. Now the Cosmic Divide again. There's not a lot of time on this. They're gonna have to fight this. Derek can fight ahead of it. Second's gotta stick it all the way!
He's not gonna put out.
The defuse does not!
If I was narrate, I would not narrate. Yeah, narrate. Wait, no. Bang. If I was bang, I'm not all like that. I don't want to where Spike is only.
About the kill that Nature got because it was just one. But imagine, in that moment, you've already cleared all of that space. I mean, they walked through it, and then to have to go, wait a second, there's someone behind us?
Everyone's head just swivel on a dime.
Absolutely. Sorry, swivel on a dime.
Swivel on a dime.
Head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel, swivel on a dime.
Turn on a dime.
Quiet, Doug.
Brother.
We're going to a break.
Oof, I'm glad I'm the play-by-play.
Thank you, EG something.
We will be back on the other side of this. 7-5 for Sen City.
It's the last bit. 7-5. I think that round happened, what should happen, like, second good knife out, which obviously, I know, it was obviously an accident, or it wasn't even an accident, it was just one of those things that happened. But like, you know when you get off spike, or when you use your abilities, and the game pulls out your knife instead of your gun? It's one of those things. The timing of Zeus is unlucky. I don't know how Zeus didn't see him though. We kind of need Zeus' POV on that spot. See what happened. See if Zeus actually saw him or not. It could be like one of his clips where it's like, he saw him, but it was like 1 pixel, you know? Like, it might have been the barrel of his gun, or it might have been, you know, whatever. I mean, fair, he didn't have his classic out, so it would be hard to see the Vandal or Phantom, since it ain't long enough. And if he's gone, like, to some angle, it won't show, you know? One of those things. I have to shoot it.
Let's talk about the state of Valorant right now. It really, as we look at Americas and we look at all the maps that have been played, almost every single map and across the board, it all leans pretty heavy attack side. So, given utility, given refreshables, given everything that's been part of the conversation, heavy attack side, right? So you expect teams to struggle on defense, but for Evil Geniuses, the woes go beyond that. it's not like they're good in the pack, but their defense still struggles. They're in the lower third on their defensive win rate. They're going to have to find a way to convert here, Christy.
That is certainly the hope for them going into second half. Second halves all year have been a struggle for EG. Now it's just Derek looking towards 5 players. The hope is with a Yor and a Jett, maybe they have more options to find early picks. But even in this pistol, it's going to be a 5-on-5 retake for them.
Yeah, that gravity well kept him grounded for a little while. But not long enough. They've lost the sight. There's going to be a Vice Wall to cover the flank.
Now, Sentinels don't have a ton of util to work with in the post plant. Just a drone from John and that flash on site like mentioned. EG have a lot more to play for.
Okay. I got one info, that's it.
They are taking their time. I guess concerned about the aggro post plant like they saw in Haven. John QT swings into his death. Icy's there to greet him with open arms. But again, this fight has been taking for a little while.
Right.
You imagine it's gonna have to happen soon. Hello? And just as the go button's called,
Good shit, boys.
Sentinels erupt.
We won pistol. Again.
We just watched a minute and a half of Valorant, but only 2 seconds mattered.
Yep.
And in those 2 seconds, it's narrating what Bang, both finding 2 kills at the same exact time. Yeah, show me how that happened. Because it was even a 5v4.
Yeah, because Icy had gotten that pick early on, yeah.
Brutal. And I was going to say, like, for EG, the way you want to start off a half here, you want to win that pistol round, get an outlaw going. You want an operator in the hands of Icy, round 4 at latest.
Especially when it was a competitive first half, right? Like, it's not like you're praying for a miracle comeback. You're still in the fight, and that pistol does not help. I think we've discussed the EG and their defensive woes a fair amount. I think for Sentinels coming into this series, when they have won series, it's been a grind. Every single series win has gone 3 maps, right? Yeah. They haven't had a clean 2-0. They took care of business the way people would expect them.
Sometimes map 3, like versus 100 Thieves, is taking care of business, but there's always that one map that gets them.
Yeah, and this, you know, for a team that's built to win championships, you expect them to be able to win the series that they should win in pretty decisive fashion. And so far, this looks like a turn of form for them.
It's been solid so far. This round, FPX by, letting the pistols go for a little bit of lurk action before finally finishing into Derek alone on this A site, calling in reinforcements. Yeah, he does have a Marshal.
He's already gotten a kill with it too. Spike planted though. Got a lot of A main presence.
Yeah, EG need at least 2 more kills here to deal real damage heading into the next.
Yeah, John does not have his missiles. Just now coming back up. And that
So I'll see the aim a little bit higher.
The post plant. I mean, any damage. Okay. Any damage dealt will hurt. But again, salvo's at the ready. And that should secure things. A couple of feel good
nice
kills.
Boys.
Merrick gets a little bit closer to his ult. He's now what, 3 pips off?
I can count. Yep, that's 3, Doug. And they recover the 3 rifles too. So solid work from Sentinels moving on in here. EG didn't go for any, you know, Jett saving shenanigans or stuff like that, so not going to be able to tap into an op early. That's going to be very good news for Sen. Because when you think about this comp, again, the Jett compared to the Neon, you have less retake tools in terms of like having the Neon stun to zip back onto a site. You're actually a little bit lighter in the util department. So EG want to bank on, you know, allowing Ye and Icy to get walk-ups, take strong fights, get picks early on, and then have advantage numbers going later into the rounds. Are you joking?
PC check, narrate.
That wasn't like a wall hack. I threw my haunt moment. He's just killing him through that without knowing.
As one does. He's up really far up long.
Okay,
crunch.
Supa.
I mean, the spike is still sitting back in Swan, but...
Julius for GS trade. Oh, there goes Celsius.
Coming alive. Getting another kill onto Celsius. What's the play here for Sentinels? They might just be getting picked apart. They didn't find an advantage
Nice, John.
really anywhere on the map other than the opener onto Ye.
We'll see how they pivot around John. He wants to call this round. He gets out.
Bit damage on to Derek and Nature.
Narrate still got the spike in spawn. By John not seizing the gap into connector, it's now harder to accelerate towards A. If John makes any noise, EG are going to be able to hone in on his location, no problem.
I mean, you imagine he's close by. You see the pings on the mini-map. Just
Eight
a little behind.
bullets.
This is big for John. He's got to deliver 8 bullets. Connects onto the first.
No way.
Reloads. And beautifully done.
Oh, beautiful, John.
Narrate still has to pull a lot off, and he can't.
Okay.
All on to John now. 1v2.
I got this fight.
15 seconds left. No choice but to commit. Beautifully played there by Icy, not giving him the fight early on. Just let him commit to getting the plane down, and then get the easy kill and secure the round.
Yeah, Doug, that was no problem at all.
That was the easy kill, yeah.
I mean, you only need one player to stay alive anyways. Why'd you ever ask for any more than that? That kill at the start was kind of funny.
He did not think so.
He's not happy.
I think big ups to Supa here, finding not 1 but 2 kills in
Bro didn't get a chance to play. Players dropped, he died.
He's been a player that usually more reserved, but when his team is down in numbers, he'll take that active look. He'll take a timing. He'll go for a dry swing. Just kind of got his team back in the round there.
Interesting. Missiles early on towards A from the attack to push them off of taking the A main space from the defense.
Yeah, because Sentinels, they want to play for the Dior ultimate here eventually. They've also got the Tejo, so a lot of good tools to play on.
Yeah, he's up real close. Oh, he didn't guess the right side. Couldn't even TP out because he was suppressed.
Bro, that drone is actually
Now they're
huge.
going to accelerate, popping the ult, the dimensional drift through. And the wall goes up, and unfortunately they're going to have to sit and watch for a little bit.
Is Zekin looking?
See what their duelist can do.
EG in a really tough spot to get this retake working. Icy's got a dash, try and break out of the choke, but there's so much utility being thrown into this angle.
And now we're playing more towards behind the wall. Just giving them a bit bad angle. You should have planned more like pacing longish. So give that an extra couple pixels that way, you know? I mean, either way, either way.
I mean, you still got so much to play around here.
There's just more?
Ace?
It's a slaughter. I mean, it's an absolute slaughter. Derek again.
We didn't even see how he got it, how he got it 4K, but we'll see in a second. It's actually insane 4K from second. We got CS.
Sure, it might have cost Sentinels 3 ultimates, but that is just picture perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, what do we use?
Just using the ultimates with only
We get Teo and
Zero.
Yuri.
Even Zekin has the teleport to jump back into long. So even in the event that, you know, he's not killing every single person, like that would have been fine. Zekin gets nothing there, it's no problem.
Wait, what do we use 10? Because I said we use 4. No, 3.
Ultimates. Still having 4 players down long. At that point, Supa's smokes are gone. It just wouldn't have even mattered.
Oh, use narrates.
Too good.
Use fade as well. I don't realize that one.
Missiles from the defense. They're not really taking aim, man. They're just spotting it.
Well, look at their guns, Doug. How are they gonna?
This isn't the first round they do that, though.
Yeah.
2 rounds ago, it was the same approach. They missile at the beginning, but then they slowly try to take aim main, and sometimes they don't.
It's like this little feint of pressure into
yes.
falling back and seeing if that might waste a little bit more of Sentinel's time. Maybe then they can punish on the off angles, Sheriff and Icy's hand. Because that's really all EG are doing right now. They're doubled up in street, playing the off angle on A with, you know, Derek sort of baiting out Icy in the corner. Maybe that's good for a kill, maybe 2. But not if Sentinels group together and do another solid hit.
Avoiding that damage, but staying inserted.
Yeah, John has missiles coming up in 3 seconds, so I think he's going to try and use those to sell a fake before his team ends up committing into B. Maybe he doesn't even need to. Heard some footsteps in Art. The rest of the team scaled into B, so they can get the spike down, and then he's got the missiles as an extra layer of stall in the post.
Flash is out, Thorns out, Stars down. The site is theirs.
It's going to be the same post plant, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Playing a little bit closer to play off of Zekin because they don't have the ultimates, but still options.
And I haven't got the util to get. I haven't got a position either, so. To be fair, it's actually 3 classics, a Chef, and a Bucky. So it should be alright.
You want to try to inject a little mess into the situation, but I don't think they have the tools to do that.
I think they should try injecting hope before they work on the chaos part.
Well, hope came at the hands of Ye, at least for a little bit. There's no way out. They're just playing for exits.
Yeah, and even then, it's not going to make much of a dent in Sen Zcon.
No. There's still a little room for them to play out around as well. I mean,
Lucky.
trying to get any advantage you can, but even those seem hard to come by.
We want us to all guns then.
Yeah. I'm going to work on the hope here. I'm going to work
It's a
on the
little bit
hope
rough.
for EG. Yeah, they're down 5. Yeah, Sentinels only need to win 2 rounds.
Right.
That's what I've got. No, I'm kidding. EG have a few ultimates to play with here, and Icy finally got the operator. Genuinely, we're finally going to see a look where EG can play around, you know, these contact agents, right? The Jett in the chamber, or the Jett in the Yoru, rather.
I wanted to
Maybe find an opener?
Yeah, maybe.
Doesn't feel like you really believe, Doug.
You know,
I'm out from EG.
it's really not on me to believe or not, to be honest with you.
It's true. It's on Potter to believe. Coming in here, it's the last time out she's got. And again, EG have beautiful retake ultimates. So this round for them, it's all about putting Icy in a position where he can take that operator fight. Maybe they fight a little bit more aggressively for space on some side of that, but genuinely, they could also just play more relaxed, kind of like how Sentinels were on their defensive side. Remember, Sen were just using their ultimates to stall out and go for these delayed retakes.
Right.
EG can try very similar things, at least on this round.
Night market returns in validation by Jett.
And the Astra available.
On the other side of the timeout, we'll see what the adjustments are. You mentioned it, an op online. We'll see where they choose to post up. We talked a little bit about how EG have been approaching the A main fight. Seems like that's where Icy will be.
Yeah, he's going to take the same angle as last round, but he can't really step into the space because
Right.
John's been consistently using the drone to clear
That can't
this
be
one
true.
out. And that's a little harder because the invisibility to, you know, break for your teammate. So Icy's really got to be careful on this line.
Do you take this TP if you're Zekin?
With the Haunt and maybe a flash combo.
Or you fake it?
You fake it with that same combo, yeah.
Okay, so now there's a lot of a threat. There's a lot of fake pressure in A main right now from the attack.
The thing is, EG now used that
No, we should.
drone and it's not really going to see anything. So great call from EG to spot that one out.
But at what cost? Then
Well-
you don't have the drone for a retake if you lose the side, or you know, things like that.
But with drone not seeing the operator here, that is a big win for Evil Geniuses. Now, the loss for EG is that we're not actually going into art from Sentinels. They're taking into con through street. And so much pressure now goes onto the sole anchor of this Vice, Nature, in what's about to become a 1v5.
8 and 14, all eyes on him. Has to deliver. It's going to have a little bit of util for the delay, and that's going to hurt. The Cosmic Divide not out. Again, he is on an island. They're going to have to push ahead of this. Rotations have come through, but there's really only one on the other side of the wall.
Send him some help!
Nicely done by Zek, and he was left on an island. Second Cosmic Divide now invested. Quartering the map. What's the call for the flood? The flash comes through. Nary
Wait, Ace? No,
holding
man.
the line. There's no way through. I mean, if you're Icy, maybe you try to save the op? I mean, what else? Oh.
That's the only shot.
I see,
this
buddy.
round.
13-6.
EG call a timeout. They bank everything on
There's
the op
no
and
timeout for
results
EG.
retake.
Sen can call a timeout.
And yet the op
The
doesn't
only
find, so
reason Sen will
Sentinels
call a
call
timeout
out
now is if
that
they lose.
operator perfectly, right? They see the money, you
They've used
know
one
that
timeout, right?
is gonna be picked up from the
So
other
Sen had one
side.
timeout left.
So they bait out the
Sen is not going to
advantage,
time
then
out
back into B.
until either 12-11 or
Nature is stuck
12-12.
on backside.
No, 12 is OT. So yeah, there's going to be no timeout until 12-11 likely from Sen. Or 12-10, depends on how bad things get. Depends on the eco of EG.
Into the next we go. Ult popped immediately from Zekin. So he's going to get a lot of info on the presence here. Pops a flash.
That's 3 players.
Spotted. You're absolutely right. Oh,
A second.
and he gets 2? They're fully sending this. I thought they
Alright,
would
this is
count
GG's.
for Zekin.
13-6. Zekin is my fucking goat. He's my fucking duelist, boys.
And just like that, we talked about it. We wanted it to be clean from Sentinels, and that's exactly what it was. A 2-0 win.
Let's
over Evil
fucking go.
Geniuses.
Kaplan Even John Zelsis, they all get their revenge. Look, Potter's not going to be taking care of them in VCT every single time anymore. Sentinels put themselves on the board, finally get that first win, and do it in a blistering fashion.
I know it's early. We talked about stakes at the beginning of this series and kind of what the strength of schedule was for the rest of this stage for both of these teams. I think if you're Sentinels, you've set yourself
So can definitely get a hug in. No? No hug for you? Damn.
Right now taking down EG. They already played probably the toughest team in the group in Crew.
Yeah.
Beat 100 Thieves, their other good competition. So you've got 2G, you've got Loud coming up. Whereas EG still have to face against Crew next week. That's extremely difficult. Then you're looking at a situation where you probably have to beat Loud to have a chance.
Who does Sen
to
have
stay alive
next?
here in stage 1.
The picture gets clear for one of these two teams, the Sentinels, and for Evil Geniuses, it gets notably more money.
So we get KD check in a second.
In the series, but I want to touch on him again. The performance that Narrate put
So, Sentinels has Loud and then 2G next. So
100%. I mean, he was nuts. Like, we'll see it eventually in this, but his fade
in
was glorious on the second half. Yeah,
7,
right,
8, in 9 days, chat.
Into a tail ult as the players are coming out.
Loud versus Sen. I'm not going to be watching that one because obviously.
Multiplayer seizes and Sentinels just weren't able
So the next match I'll watch from Sen is on Saturday night.
And then doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that 4K with the spam into the smoke. I think Narrate was incredible.
MVP performance today.
I want to get KD check.
And it really feels like this Sentinels team again
Map 1.
starting to come together and come to form at the very right time. And so
Narrate over frag. Okay, hell.
Narrate, who's performing the way that he is. It feels like
21 Fane. 10 kills.
Across the board. There was a little bit of a
EG is not shooting back, boy. Look at all these. Look at this. 39, 28, 33, 25, 24. 22, 21, 23, 70, 15. They are not shooting back. EG is not shooting.
Honestly, the best indicator of a team's success, whether or not the DAP up is good. We're going to throw it down to Elizabeth at the desk for the Verizon post-match interview. You messed up the sponsor segment. Throw it. Go.
Don't worry, I got you, Doug. We're here for the Verizon post-match interview, and it's with none other than the IGL the Hour. You know him, you love him. It's John Cutie, everyone. Is that your IGL? Is that your IGL, everyone?
Thank you.
Thank you, he says. Thank you. Now, John, the first thing I want to ask you is, I talked to you earlier today about the decisiveness that Kaplan said was an issue. After the first map, he said, absolutely not an issue anymore. Talk to me about that. Is that from you? Is that from the team? Where's that decisiveness coming from?
I feel like we just came with a different mentality this game. We knew we had the issue going on, and we just fully focused on it this week of practice, and just made sure no matter what, if things going our way or they're not, we just need to stay focused. Make sure we're not indecisive because we're down 0-4 or 0-5. So it was just a lot of work and pre-game talk that got us going this game.
What was that pre-game talk? Talk to me. I'm one of you. I'm Zekin. What are you saying to me?
Second?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a whole team thing, not really individual. Everyone is kind of suffering from it. So it was just boys, we're better. Let's be hungry and just win the game.
Is that confidence? Is that ambition? What is that specifically that you were missing from last week?
I feel like we're just we have a lack of consistency, and sometimes we look like the best team in the world. Sometimes we look like a very bad team, and I feel like we just had to work on that and just full confidence no matter what. Yeah.
What's your read on today? How did you guys think you performed today?
I mean, I think we performed pretty well. I think it's our first 2-0 this year, so I think we have some good momentum to carry for our next games. Yeah.
Well, talking about the games today, you changed your Haven comp a little bit. We saw, the Zach Neon, etc. What was that decision making like? Why did you change it? We saw the struggles on Haven before. Was that the reason why, or was it just kind of we see this comp work, we'll go for it?
Yeah, we definitely had some struggles on Haven. I think we played 4 comps, and we just went back to the all reliable, our champs comp. I think we have the best Neon in the league in Zekken, and we kind of shuffled the roles with me and Marshall, Narrate. And so everyone is just in their comfortable roles, everyone knows their job, and it just looked good.
When you say best Neon in the league, do you mean Americas or the world?
Oh, the world, obviously.
Just to be clear, we always got to make sure. We got to make sure.
Sure.
Now, Senbites, your like short social media, uploaded something an hour ago where you were talking to your team after your crew loss, and you said you were not a Toronto team yet. Hopefully, we'll get there, but right now we are not a Toronto team. After today, where are we in making that Toronto team kind of jog, if you will? Are you a Toronto team yet?
I mean, I feel like if we show up like we did today, I feel like we should be fine. We're definitely qualifying, but yeah, that's our problem. We are our own worst enemy. Some days we're just like not in the server at all, and some days we are, and we just need to keep the consistency, and like I think we'll be in a good spot to make it. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much, Sean QD. Everyone give it up for your favorite IGL. One more time. We're going to head to a break, but stay right there because it is 100 Thieves versus Loud.
100 Thieves versus Loud. 100 Thieves to win this one. But I'm gonna do Minecraft chat for a bit. So YouTube stream, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. If you're watching Minecraft, go to TikTok. It is tiktok.com/@itsdangerval. And yeah, see you all later from the YouTube stream.